You by KFC. It's finger licking good.
In today's world, we often magnify the negatives associated with the youth. There's no telling how much highlighting the negatives contributes further to the socio-economic problems facing our youth. Radio Caribbean International recognizes the importance of creating positive energies in our society, and more so amongst our young people. Radio remains the most effective way to influence people, society, and generations. As part of our redesigned corporate social responsibility philosophy, we present to you Youth Unplugged. Youth Unplugged is a program designed to provide a platform for all young people who have achieved or are achieving success socially, economically, academically, in business, in music, as an entrepreneur, and yes, in just simply defying the odds, to share the experience with all of St. Lucia and the world. Their stories are theirs to tell, and RCI has created this platform of influence so that their voices can be heard. Youth Unplugged, every Thursday, 3 p.m. on RCI, the station that cares about the youth.
Youth Unplugged.
If you just joining us, we are here with Andre Moret, and we're talking about the fitness side of fitness side of business, business of fitness. Yeah. We were talking earlier on about his experience in the regular 9 to 5 and moving on into his own Voltage Fitness.
That's right.
And now we're going to be talking about his newly launched product. We're talking about the book.
Yes.
Let's talk a little more about the book and the inspiration behind it.
Well, my book's name is the Weight Loss Treatment Program, and the reason why I call it that is because weight loss to me is supposed to be like kind of like therapy, right? That's why it's a treatment. It really focuses on the nutrition. I initially was not interested in writing a book. I had a couple of clients earlier this year, and they were like, "Murray, you know all this stuff. Why don't you write a book?" I'm like, "A book? Yeah, but just do it this way and just try this." I'm like, give it a shot. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I'm like, sure, fine, okay. So I'll write a book. And I started writing, and I just loved it. I didn't realize I liked writing until I started to write. And I'm self-published, so went online, create space, organized that. That was it.
Is it more affordable to self-publish, or
right now? Yes, it's much more affordable. You basically don't pay anything, but you get royalties, right? The only catch is you have to edit all your stuff yourself.
Oh,
and if you don't meet the standards, your book won't get published.
Oh, okay. So you met the standards definitely, and you got published. The book is now available on Amazon.
Yes.
Let's say you go get it out. I was reading some reviews, and apparently it's a different approach to health and fitness, where it's actually, as somebody said, it's a bit smirky, where it's a bit humorous. So give us a little more. Give me a little more.
Well, basically, the way I designed the book is it's based on a fictional character, and she is having difficulty with weight loss herself, and she decided, okay, I need to do something. So she's going through her process of research, and she's going through her process of reading, and she's finding out what's working, and she realized there's certain things that works pretty much for everybody, and she put it together. So you get a little bit of her personality in there, and that's why it's kind of funny, it's kind of smirky. It's really, really interesting.
Is it based on a true story? No. Yeah, I gotta ask you that.
Well, it's based on several true stories, because the characters made from pieces of the personalities of my clients. So it's kind of like I took a little piece from here, a little piece from there, and I stick some of myself in there, and that's how I came about it.
No, a good thing I haven't started my training as yet, because you'll talk about that lazy character for sure.
Oh boy, she lazy. She lazy.
Now, what was the most difficult thing you've ever experienced as a personal trainer?
The most difficult thing I experienced, if not ever have, still do, is getting people to eat right. It's really, really hard for people to eat right. It's really, really hard. I think it's because there's so much bad temptation around. All the stuff in the food, additional additives, but it's still worth it at the end. You can do it. People say, "Oh, it's so expensive." I actually right now follow the Maliway version of fitness.
The Maliway version.
Do
I smell another book coming?
That
Fitness
could
on
work.
a budget.
That could work. That's a good idea.
Let's talk about it. What's the Maliway version of fitness?
Basically, you don't have to go extravagant with your foods, right? As long as you have a little bit of flavor, you don't get too bored. You have a list of what you can eat. The book has it, by the way. It's several meal plans, list of what you can eat, and you prepare it however you want. That's basically it. You just know you have to control, as I said, moderation. So you control certain things. And what really makes it Maliway is that it's very repetitive. So, for example, with me, I like sweet potato. I like my dashing because the hard food is gluten-free. It's good for the stomach. And that's what I have pretty much every day. All right. I'll have my chicken. I'll do my eggs. That's me. And well, cabbage. I love cabbage. So you pick one vegetable that you really, really, really like. Most people don't like vegetables. So pick one that you really like, or at least you can stomach, and stick with that until you can adapt to others. And it's not cut and dry. I have my cheat day. So I have my day where I do go out for some KFC. I have my day where I do have something, but it's not like every single weekend. Like maybe every couple of months or something.
Okay. And how often do you recommend people eat? Especially when they're working out. How often do you recommend they eat daily? How many meals, basically?
Well, if you want to lose weight, it depends on what you it really depends on what you want, right? If you want to build muscle, as in get big and buff, it's anywhere from 5 to 6 meals.
And what would these meals contain, though?
You would have to have your healthy carbs. You'd have to be high in protein, and you have to have your vegetables. You cannot skim from the vegetables. You said
Malawi. Now, if you Malawi, you can eat 5 times a day.
No, that's not necessarily true because I was eating 6 times a day on the Malawi meal plan. The thing is the quantities. Most people eat way too much starch, right? Now, if you cut back half of the cost of the starch, the cost can subsidize for protein, and you could buy more protein now. You understand? So now you're able to meet your requirements. Generally, you start with 3 meals with small little snacks like nuts and stuff in between. So that's how you usually start, and you graduate to other stuff. But generally, for muscle building and a little bit of weight loss, 4 meals is recommended. Of course, as I said, you play around with it a little bit and see how it works.
I still see how you do that on a budget.
Oh, you could do that. Just because I do it all now, so I do that.
I'm still interested. Boy,
all now, so you do that.
Wow, my goodness.
And Tammy's on a budget too in the book, so.
Oh, that's the name of the character in the book,
that's the
Tammy?
name of
Oh, I thought you were talking about my boss. I was like, hey, boss, you're training and you're holding out on us, boss. Now, Maria, what I like to do something different. I should have discussed this off here. I think we should give away one. You want to give away a book?
4.
No, I'm talking about giving away one treatment. One class.
One session?
One session.
No problem.
All right. So we're going to do that on our WhatsApp platform, 724-0008. We're going to give you one class so you can start your fitness
journey.
Yeah. Now we're going to document this and place this on our Facebook page and also on Voltage Fit.
That's right.
Voltage Fitness. We're going to post it on their page. So we want to do that. 724-0008. Now also we want to ask any questions that you guys may want to ask. Feel free to send a message on our platform 724-0008. Somebody says I need a 6-pack. Somebody already messaged.
Oh, that's very possible. Depends on what you want to do.
They need a 6-pack. So how are we going to do it? Ask a simple question?
Yeah, just go ahead and ask a question.
Any question?
Any question.
Okay, so what's the name of the character in the book?
Yeah, the character right now is Tammy Endeavor.
Okay, so
yeah.
Okay, good.
The name pretty much just came up in my head. So, Endeavor is for us to try really hard. That's all.
Wow. Wow. Now, people might want to know how they could get in contact with you.
You could contact me on Facebook. You could add me as a friend on VoltFit. That's my name on friend. Voltage Fitness. That's my page. Or you could always email me at voltagefitness.vfslu@gmail.com. My website will be coming out soon.
Okay, good.
So I will be doing some giveaways with the website as well.
Okay. It's very interesting. This is, like I was saying earlier on, this is not necessarily something that people will go into. The fitness of business, the business of fitness. Totally different. And I'm really proud that you're doing something that you definitely seem to love.
Oh, I love it.
And you're basically a walking billboard for your business, which is so good. Do you have a lot of ladies also signing up for your class? Or is it just during the carnival time and they say...
No. Actually... 85% of my clientele are women. Women love. I suppose that's why their lifespan is a little bit longer. But women really are the ones that want to exercise. They really watch their meals. They watch what they're doing. And strangely enough, women are extremely disciplined.
They are
extremely.
In reference to in
relative to other things.
I'm just gonna leave that alone. Now, I'm putting it out there, so it makes it even more difficult. So October 2nd, I'm coming off of this cast.
Yes.
And we're going to start training, and I'm going to literally be publishing my journey.
Publicly. I'm waiting for that.
Yeah, so that means I'm going to get a discount on my, thank you.
You will have to.
Thank you so much. Any final things that you want to add before we end?
Oh, well, one thing I would like to say is I'd like to let everybody know, I'm trying to be the fittest trainer on Ireland. I don't know any other trainers. I don't know what they're aiming for.
Wow.
So what I'm going to say to you is every single Sunday, my current goal, my first challenge is to run from BZ, which is around American Drywall, to Grosley and back non-stop. I'm cataloging it, I'm vlogging it, I'll be putting it on my page. So if you see me running, just lend some support. Just give me a shout out, shout Volt, shout Murray, shout whatever you like.
Excuse me? Sorry?
Shout Volt.
No. I mean, what do you say you're doing every Sunday?
Every single Sunday, I am attempting to run. I'm still doing my training to prepare for it. I'm attempting to run from American Drywall Building to Grosley and back. This week will be the third week. I've made it to East Winds and back. Yes.
And how long did that take you?
That one took me an hour 25 minutes. So that's my personal challenge.
Sorry, but what? What?
I gotta do it, man. I want to be the fittest. I want to be the fittest trainer.
Oh my goodness.
It's a big call.
So I'm just going to go to the WhatsApp platform.
No
I'm 50 years old. Can I still get a six-pack?
Yes, you can get a six-pack. It may be a little bit more challenging, but it's very, very possible. It's very, very possible. I have some really good-looking 50-year-old guys.
Interesting. We've got another question. How much water do you consume daily?
Should you consume or do you consume?
Well, they want to know how much you consume.
I consume. Oh boy, that's a lot of water.
This is from Desta Marie.
Oh,
I think that's it.
I consume about 2 gallons of water a day. Thereabout. Okay. If I am training and like really, really active or it's really hot, maybe 3.
Now, does it matter if it's bottled or is it okay to drink regular pipe Wasco cocktails? I
do my Wasco cocktails. If I don't, I must my Wasco cocktails. It's so much cheaper. But if you can get filtered or you can get mineral water, it's much better.
All right. So another question is, how do you lose weight when you don't have time? And that not having time is literally not an excuse. They literally don't have the time.
Right now, there is no excuse because of Voltage Fitness. Right now, Voltage Fitness does something where we have half an hour sessions. You get everything you need to get in just half an hour, right? And look, it's extremely cost effective. And I have persons who are really enjoying it. Actually, most of my clients right now are half an hour sessions because they're business corporate people that don't have the time to spend an hour or 2 hours in the gym. So I just come at their home, do the half an hour, bam, 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 that's it.
Bam, bam, thank you, man.
Exactly. That's it.
Now,
much.
in doing those half-hour sessions, how long would one have to do sessions, or how many sessions before they start to see results? Because, that's what everybody cares about, results.
I have gotten significant results, as I said, in 2 months.
Doing those half-hour sessions?
Half an hour sessions,
how
2
many
to
times?
3 sessions a week.
2 to 3 sessions a week?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so somebody, I was just asking, what's your take on spring water versus purified water? That's a question that we just got there.
I would prefer spring water a little bit because it has additional minerals.
Okay. What's the distance? Okay, well, we answered that. Somebody was asking, what's the distance of the run you're aiming to accomplish?
That's about 12 to 14 miles.
In total or
in
one
total,
way?
Because one way is 7.
Okay, so that's
about
14 miles. Again, somebody wants to find out the name of the book, and of course, give them they could get it on Instagram.
Yeah,
on
Amazon. The Weight Loss Treatment Program. That's the name of the book.
All right, and it's available on Amazon. What's the fee?
It's available. Yes,
$4.99 on Kindle.
Yes, $4.99 on Kindle, and it's $9.99.
$9.99 on paperback.
Yes.
See, I did my research, bro.
You did. Good. But you could get it directly from me. Just let me know in advance, and I order it for you.
Okay.
So you don't have to really go for that process if you don't want to.
Okay, cool. How many eggs do you eat a day? And the person says #asking for a friend.
Currently, I consume 6. When I was really on my bodybuilding phase and I was like leg pressing 12, 20 and stuff like that, I was going like 7 to 10 eggs a day. That's in addition to other protein.
All I'm thinking about, you said on a budget, bro.
Yeah, I did. But I had to cut back on other stuff. So I was eating no junk food, no alcohol, nothing.
Okay, so another question on the WhatsApp platform. We have never gotten so many questions on the WhatsApp platform for Youth Unplugged. What's the gym membership fee? And of course, but what people need to understand is that it's not a gym membership.
No, it's not.
He comes to you and
come
you
to your
work
home.
out at your home.
Or by the beach, wherever you want to
Or
train.
wherever you feel
You have a space
comfortable
available,
training. So somebody just said, I just literally just went and purchased the book on Amazon. So wow, and they sent us.
Wow.
They sent us.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, Lisa, big up yourself. Next time when you come back to St. Lucia, ensure that you get an get the
Autograph,
autograph. What do you recommend as an ideal eating plan for one day for someone trying to lose weight, breakfast, lunch, dinner?
One day? Lose weight just for one day?
No, I guess what they should eat during the day.
Okay, what they should eat during the day. All right, so what you do, firstly, you always cut your carbs, at least cut your carbs in half. Next thing you do, if you're going to have fruit, don't have it after 2 p.m. because your body changes the way it deals with sugar after 2 p.m. So you want to avoid fruit after that time.
So after 2 p.m., avoid any fruit.
And dairy, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, because at that, your body, remember, we're diurnal animals, so we work for during the day. So your body deals with calories different as the day goes on. So as it winds down, it burns less. So otherwise, you would store it in the night. I've heard people say, oh, I have oats at the night for my belly to get flat. No, you're actually making your belly get bigger because you go into bed, you're not going to use the carbs. So your body will store it. So
Wow.
cut your carbs back, watch when you have your dairy and your fruit, and increase your protein.
Wow. Can walking be the only form of exercise?
No, walking is a very good form of exercise for starting off. Most persons, they lose weight from like a month of walking, they lose maybe 10, 15 pounds, but your body adapts to walking the fastest.
Fast, yeah.
Right. And then you see the pounds slowly creeping back. So afterwards, what I tell people, you move from walking to walking in intervals. That is the best way to walk and lose weight. So you go really, really fast until you burn out, then you catch your breath, then you keep doing that for the duration of the time that you're walking. That will actually increase your body's ability to burn fat.
Now, what if a person suffers with knee problems? What are some of the exercises you recommend?
If you suffer with knee problems, the first thing I'll tell you if you're going to exercise, get a knee guard. The next thing I will tell you to do is you may be low on calcium because your knees are not recovering fast enough. But you can do the walking. I would prefer something that's non-impact, like a cross trainer, a spin bike, or swimming.
Oh, yes.
No damage to the
Swimming
knees.
is actually a great sport.
Great
Great way to work out. Okay, so Marie, I think I've selected someone to win that treatment. She was asking about the gym membership fee. So Tamar Dantas, congratulations! You've just won yourself a free class. Compliments RCI and the Marie. And like I said, I'm seriously, after this is done, we're gonna start a whole challenge.
Of course.
Yeah. What we call it, the money fit challenge or something like that.
Money fit challenge.
Yeah,
I like that name.
The money fit challenge on a budget. So Marie, thank you so much for stopping by, and of course we will be talking a little more.
No problem.
All right.
In today's world, we often magnify the negatives associated with the youth. There's no telling how much highlighting the negatives contributes further to the socio-economic problems facing our youth. Radio Caribbean International recognizes the importance of creating positive energies in our society, and more so amongst our young people. Radio remains the most effective way to influence people, society, and generations. As part of our redesigned corporate social responsibility philosophy, we present to you Youth Unplugged. Youth Unplugged is a program designed to provide a platform for all young people who have achieved or are achieving success socially, economically, academically, in business, in music, as an entrepreneur, and yes, in just simply defying the odds. To share the experience with all of St. Lucia and the world. Their stories are theirs to tell, and RCI has created this platform of influence so that their voices can be heard. Youth Unplugged, every Thursday, 3 p.m. on RCI, the station that cares about the youth.
Nowadays, $10 doesn't get you much. But say hello